guys, it's your girl Lauren and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title to this reaction or this video, I'm so excited because I'm going to be checking out DAY6. And what I mean by checking them out for this video is I'm actually going to be getting to know DAY6, which is something I've been waiting to do for a long time. And I've somewhat been getting to know them a little bit because I've fallen in love with them in like the last 2 months, and I've slightly begun to know them a little bit, mostly Young K and Jay, because I feel like they post a lot. Like, I don't watch Young K's broadcast that he has on YouTube, but I have seen his covers he's been releasing for like the last month or so. And Jay, I have been checking out his podcast on Dive Studios here and there. And I'm just so excited to get to know all the members because, like, I can't even explain how much I've started to love DAY6. And I did a reaction to them prior, and I'll put that on here. And I had liked them, but then I had kind of just like forgotten to check them out. But after I heard Zombie, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go listen to like everything. And so I still have a couple albums to go, but we're getting there. So I'm so excited to get to know them. Jay, from what I've seen, seems like a super funny guy, a super chill guy. And he just seems like somebody I would love to be friends with. Young K is like a gorgeous human being, and I'm so upset that I've been sleeping on him, like that I've been missing out on him, because he is gorgeous, and his voice, like the covers he be singing, like I really just want to make a playlist of them so I can fall asleep to his voice every night. And I know that sounds kind of creepy, but I just love his voice. So I'm so excited to get to know everybody else though. So let's go ahead and get started. I have 5 videos, so this is going to be a kind of long getting to know video, but I'm just so excited, and I've just been really wanting to do this for a long time, so I just want to check out everything I can. I have a helpful guide to DAY6, which is what we're starting out with. We're going from the longest video to the shortest. So this video is 27 minutes long, and it's called A Helpful Guide to DAY6, Introduction to Members. And this guide is really new. It came out, oh shoot, that's loud. It came out a week ago, but it already has like 31,000 views. So I was like, oh, this must be a really good one to have so many views in such a short period of time. And it's a 2020 edition, which is also very exciting. The group made their debut on September 7th, 2015 with the release of their first mini album, leaving with Sungjin, Jay, Young K, Wonpil, Dowoon as a 5-member band. I didn't even know there was another member. I love how, oh, I'm loving this already. I hope this is like this during the whole guide. I like that they have the information and the video on both screens, so I don't have to like pause and go back. It's all right here. Yo, Juan Pilates, you the realest. Now perilous, okay. Come through, vocab word. I really love all their voices. Like, they sound so different but so good. Yes. And I heard that he wasn't originally a guitarist, but he learned like 3 months or so before they debuted as a group. Shiyumi is a vocal trainer who has taught several artists such as GOT7, Twice, and DAY6. He is known for his amazing vocals. Sunjin's singing skills have always been good since trainee days, so there's nothing much that needed my attention. There's nothing much to take note of. Okay. Took rap lessons as a trainee. Okay. Don't laugh at him. We love a multi-talented man, so period.
3 months. Yeah,
okay,
3 months
I was right.
before the debut. He worked really
I watched this whole interview. I've actually watched it multiple times. Enrolled into Seoul Arts College, Park Music Arts Department. Used to be shy but became outgoing due to his job nature. Yeah, you have to be somewhat outgoing to be a performer, I feel like. Yeah. That's actually how I was. Like, I used to be super, like, and I don't even think I was necessarily shy, because once I got around people and I got comfortable with them, I normally was, got very outgoing and was very interactive. But definitely an introvert by nature and quiet and observant. So I'm more likely to sit back and just watch things play out and see if I feel like I would be comfortable coming out of my shell in certain environments. If not, then I would just stay like back, quiet, like whatever. So that's how I was a lot during school, because there were not a lot of people, and like I had a lot of acquaintances, people who I knew and people who knew who I was, but we didn't really talk that often or hang out much unless we, cross paths or whatever. But yeah, in like school, high school, I was very to myself, very quiet, but I had to get out of that to, start working, and a lot of jobs that teenagers get, because I started working my senior year, basically full-time, because I only had like 3 classes I had to take, and then 1 more class I decided to take, but I took all 3 of those classes online instead of going to school my senior year of high school, so I had to work. So I was working basically full-time, and I was working at a restaurant that was connected to a hotel lobby, or that was connected to a hotel, but my job was in the hotel lobby serving afternoon tea. But serving of any nature, and jobs that most teenagers get are customer service jobs. So you're like normally either working at a restaurant, fast food, or retail. And so my first job was in a restaurant / hotel. Then my second job was in retail. My third job was in retail, and then my 4th job was in a restaurant. So, but being, doing those jobs and starting out, I had to learn how to naturally come out of my shell with everybody. Like, I couldn't just sit back and, observe a situation or an environment. I had to just include myself, and I had to like dive in and just be friendly and sociable all the time. So that's really helped me a lot. All my jobs have, especially, helped me with that. So I can definitely relate to your job causing you to be a little bit more outgoing. I'm still an introvert, and meeting people outside of work and school is still somewhat of like not necessarily a challenge, but I normally revert back to my introvertedness, but I can completely relate. Bit calm, absolutely. And I'm a homebody. Same, Sunjin. Oh, me and him are relating so much. I always feel like that when I'm doing reactions, like I should be like a little bit more excited or louder or doing more vocal reactions, but like my voice is very rarely like very loud or excited or energetic. Like this is just kind of, even when I get super excited, I'm normally pretty chill, and you might not be able to tell like on my face or from my voice, but this is like me. Unless you get me like something just amazing, or you just do something amazing for me. In that case, I'm very sentimental and a little bit sensitive when people do things that, are very thoughtful. So if you've done something like very thoughtful and very sentimental, then you just make me cry. So that's how I show my excitement, either quietness or crying. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, what did I say? Well, Sugar started a Twitter account solely for food recommendations. Oh, I'll look at that when I go to South Korea.
I never
Jay.
been to Korea. I was born in Buenos Aires, and I went to Canada for a little bit, and then I went to America. So I was never in Korea, but I remember visiting a lot.
So he's the oldest, I think, because he's definitely older than Sunjin. September 15, 1992, Los Angeles, California, United States. Born in Buenos Aires, moved to Canada, finally to America. Position vocalist and guitarist. His hair is so voluminous. Or voluptuous. I think they're both words. Oldest member. Oh, yep. What they say? And we have fifth matinee.
Oh, correction. I really want that taken off my profile. Rapper?
Rapper?
I'm not a rapper. Okay, let's hear you spit some fire. I'm a hip hop enthusiast. I'm not a rapper.
I'm a hip hop enthusiast, but I am not a rapper. Let's be clear. Yo, Young K is so cute. This man, gorgeous.
Oh, correction. I really want that.
And I really like Jay's hair like this. Like, I've seen it a couple times, like the brown and the blonde. I love it.
Rapper?
Probably one of his best looks.
Okay, let's hear you spit some fire. I'm a hip hop enthusiast. I'm not a rapper though.
That's still a...
Jay is the #2 freestyler in JYP, you feel me? Like right after Sungjin. When we dance, earthquakes, it trembles at our feet.
Earthquakes, bitch. I can't move from this though. Look at them chicken legs. Hey, get it though. Is that Bill? I can't move. That's my national crayon player. Okay. Let me find out. We gotta. I'm loving this. The multi-talentedness in this group. I used to fucking love badminton in middle school. Has a family pet called Jadon.
Yeah, this is my doggo.
Not Doggo.
My mom loves. My dad loves. They oftentimes call me Jadon. So, it's pretty cute.
Jay's like one of the chillest, nicest guys, and such a good dude.
My baby, Young K. Hey. Oh, his birthday is 2 days after mine. Okay, come through, Sag Life. It was meant to be. From Ilsan, South Korea. I think that's where RM is from, if I'm not mistaken. That sounds familiar. Kang Youngkyun. Brian Kang. I heard that he doesn't like to be called Brian.
For a while, right? Yeah, for about 4 years. So I got to audition for the thing and came back to Korea.
Used to play piano, saxophone, and violin. Love a talented man. Love to see it. And he plays acoustic guitar too.
I started piano before. In Korea, there are piano 학원s. The room's pretty small. I couldn't stand that small area. Yeah, so I think I just ran out.
It's like, I can't do this. Get me out of here. I tried to play the saxophone in middle school. I started out in band class, and that lasted for like 3 weeks. And I moved to chorus. Tried to listen to rap. What are these live performances, these clips that I keep seeing? Without Young K, there's no Day6. It's high praise. High
One thing I
praise.
do want to specify is that Young K really did rise to the challenge because as our main lyricist, he had to pump out lyrics for 2 songs every month. That's wild. He's great. He's super good.
This interview was great. If you haven't seen this interview, go watch it.
He really refined himself as a writer.
No, because you know when you're coming into JYP, you don't naturally think that you're gonna become
To them,
a band,
Right.
more like a boy band.
was a
right?
part
You
of the
go
dance
into
team
PM
which
or
got
two, yeah.
7 members.
Because you know when you're coming into JYP, you don't naturally think that you're gonna become a part of a band,
Right.
more like a boy band.
Right. You think
Or-
maybe 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.
Yeah, of
something
course.
like
Or like I want it to be like, you know,
that. 2 p.m.
2 p.m. like a dance group.
Started a trio and a band with his friends. You know, K realized how challenging it was to sing a whole song on his own, so Youngwon is a way for him to practice. Oh, I was wondering. This was actually one of my favorite covers he did. It actually might be my favorite one that he did. But I was wondering why he was posting so many of these covers, and I was like, where are these all coming from? Like, I didn't even know, like, I was just enjoying them. I was like, but they just keep dropping, there's so many, and I was just wondering, like, not necessarily why he was doing it, but maybe why he was doing so many. I'm not sure. And he does it so effortlessly. Graduated from the business administration. Okay. Come through Plan B. He always gonna have a check.
한창 많이 먹을
What did he
때는
say? Loves who very much is our cooking as a hobby.
한창 많이 먹을 때는 뭐 한 끼에 7공기 정도.
That's a lot. Rice is filling as fuck.
국물까지 해서 한 6개, 7개.
Including the soup. He's so cute. Oh. Gets misunderstood due to his strong features. Jay, were you intimidated by Young K when you first met him? Did you think he looked mean? Straight up, if you don't know him, then you don't know that on the inside he's smiling. You gotta understand he's always smiling on the inside. It's just on the outside, it's a plain expression. His features are so sharp that they look like they're glaring at you, but they're not. It's a misunderstanding. He's completely innocent. That is hilarious because I've never thought that since I started getting into DAY6. Like the clips that I have seen and the pictures, like the interviews that I have seen of him, like when he's not, even when he's not smiling, he always just looks adorable to me. Like he's like the nicest, just chillest guy. But maybe that's just because that's how I am too. Because a lot of people do say that I tend to have an RBF when I'm not like interacting or when I'm not saying anything. Which I never really understood until I was like 15 or 16. But yeah, I just never picked up that. I would have never thought he was a mean guy. He looks kind of cold. Even his gaze makes him seem like that. I guess maybe I just haven't seen many, I guess I just haven't seen many clips or videos of him like not saying anything. So maybe when he's just really quiet or just listening, maybe he looks like that. But I haven't really gotten that. Alright, so we got Kim Won-pil, April 28th, 1994. I don't know why I couldn't say that. From Incheon, South Korea. Incheon. Is this his solo moment? There was a maknae Won-pil who was loved by everyone. Who's the cutest in the world?
이에 거울이 답했습니다. 새로 집으로 들어오면 내가 귀여울 것이다.
원필씨가 JYP에서 댄스 팀이었어요.
He was also with GOT7 and Young K.
멋있는 거예요.
아까 몰랐나?
원필이가 우리 팀 원래 래퍼 중 한 명이었어요.
내가 진짜
내가 보여줄게.
내가 아직 실제로 하고 있어서 작업을 하고 있고 나랑 이제 지상이 형 우리 작곡가 형이랑 누워서 이러고 있었어.
They're so well rounded. I love it.
형이 기타를 치시더라. 데뷔하기 전에 원필이랑 같이 작업했었던 노래에서 원필이가 한 훅을 아우라고 썼는데 그거를 아우에 갖고 와서
왜? 형이 만든 거 아니었어요?
아니었는데
진짜?
원필이 맞아.
여태까지 제이씨가 만든 줄 알았어요.
그거 리사이클링.
Recycling.
이렇게 재활용을 해버린다.
그 말투. 형이 살린 거야. 형이 살렸어요.
Like I literally love all their voices. So they all do radio.
꿈이 가수셨나요, 피지 씨, 원필 씨?
네, 원래.
아 그래요?
Oh, he was a model.
원래 꿈이 가수셨나요, 피지 씨, 원필 씨?
네, 원래.
아 그래요?
네.
모델학과를 전공한 걸로 알고 있었어요.
학생처럼. 나 학생이지. 좀 과제도.
He's very good looking. He's got a very nice looking face.
복잡하다 해서. 웬만하면 잘 화를 안 내려고. 진짜 한
I can
2년
relate.
동안 한 번도 본 적이 없어. 그래서 저희가 오늘 행복 전도사 같아.
Like I'm not necessarily super happy all the time, but I'm just very chill. Takes a lot to get my blood to boil. Yeah, so I can definitely relate.
Positive mind. Very nice.
Domo. August 1995, August 25th, 1995. The way this is set up is driving me crazy. Busan, South Korea. Okay.
This is from Young K. Doan started getting vocal lessons. Young K got touched by that.
Yeah.
클래스.
Yeah. And he wanted it. He asked for it.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
Actually, working.
I want to be well rounded. Dolan was recruited solely for the drummer position. He didn't need to sing, but he's trying his best. I just saw one performance they did. They did like a part switch, and he was singing. I just thought it was so cute. And then he has that one part in "Wanna Go Back," and that's one of my favorite DAY6 songs as of right now. And so he had that one part too. I was like, oh my god, that is so cute. Because when I first heard it, I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you sang. And I mean, I know he at least at that time he didn't really. I don't think. But I just thought it was so adorable, and I think it's super sweet that he's trying to learn.
마지막 이게 중요한 것 같아.
Cutie. Hey, okay. I hear you, fan chants.
도훈이가 딱 하면 될 것 같은데.
Reps whenever requested.
가자. 여기서 모기 랩은 오랜만. 좋아. 도훈아, 업데이트 해야 될 거 아니야.
Who's playing Eye of the Tiger?
Let's go. 2020 version. 멋지다.
엄청 커다란 모기가 날 발물었어 간지러웠어
Oh my gosh. Doan, I love you. I think you're adorable, but
옷 벗고 싶다 눈물도 난다
so he's the only one that didn't take rapping lessons. Cool.
데이식스에서 드럼 열심히 치고 있는 윤돈입니다
와우.
오늘 목표 저는 랩은 똑같은데 재미없어요
뭔데요? 아니 근데
드럼을
그게
더잘 치게 그렇죠 오늘 진짜 있잖아 여러분
아니요, 괜찮아. 나도
Lazy. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of their ideas of lazy are like not lazy at all.
전 대학교에서 이제 공연을 맨날 자주 했었는데 아주 진짜 엉망진창의 스테이지를 많이 보여주곤 했는데
So did everybody graduate from college except for Jay? Is that
엉망진창의 스테이지를 많이 보여주곤 했는데 이번에는 저희 멤버들이랑 다 같이 이제 대학교에 딱 공연하는 날 가가지고
얼마큼 성장했어?
유난히 않겠나?
He's a fluffball. He's a very interesting character in our team. He meshes us together.
Icon.
Icon.
Thank you guys.
he has such a deep voice? It's so cute though.
I don't know. He's just kind of become a mascot of our team. Just everything about him, his friendly aura. He just has a pull to people.
I cannot keep my legs crossed for a long time. Ow.
He's spirit. I agree.
비율이랑 제일 애교를 많이 부리는 편이에요?
퓨시랑 정훈 씨가
He is the cutest member.
무슨 말이야?
이거 봐. 끝났어. 여러분 진짜 모르실 수도 있는데 도훈이가 진짜 애교가 진짜 귀여워. 많아요. 진짜 얘는 숙소에서가 진짜 난리 났거든요.
그러니까 도훈 씨는 약간 뭔가 말에서 나오는 애교가 좀 많아요. 그러니까 말투에서 나오는 뭐 이런 거 보통 어깨 왜 털어? 야 어깨 왜 올라가서 이거 왜 털어?
Oh, so is that all I gotta do to be cute? Is shake my shoulders when I ask for something?
그러니까 말투에서 나오는
Oppa.
어깨 왜 털어? 그게 많아. 야 어깨 왜 올라가서 이거 왜 털어? 애교가 없다고요? 어저께 저 내 컴퓨터 하고 있을 때 저한테 뭐라 했어요? 그거는 장난이야. 그러니까 저랑 장난부터 시작했어요.
Jack,
네 지금 이 순간 도훈이 왔습니다.
don't stop playing. You know you got the most aegyo.
생방으로 보여드릴 줄 몰랐네.
네 이게 도훈이의 실체입니다.
I'm sure pets be like, why these humans be messing with me? Oh, next video, a helpful guide to day 6. How was the band formed? Oh, we're gonna go into another. Well, I'll come back to that later. I might watch that on my own time. This has already taken up 27 minutes. So we're just gonna go to the next one, which is, that should not be it. Which is a helpful, no, day 6 moments that I truly value.
페이지?
And this one is, which one says day 6 moments that I truly value? Okay, Jay. Please introduce yourselves in different languages.
성진입니다. 반갑습니다. What's good? I'm Jay. Bonjour, je m'appelle Brian. No, je m'appelle Bianca. 112 DAY6.
Dang, he called himself Brian. What's that? Mandarin?
112 DAY6. 我是金元比.
Okay. I mean, J6, you might not identify as. Did I just say J6? Jay, you might not identify as a rapper, but. Yo, Young K looked fine as hell in this performance. And I love the way that he just, oh, his whole vibe was just sexy as hell. Letter basically says, saying shoot me while crying. The other members have to try and get you to cry. Dang. Tragic.
일단 가사는 알아요. 눈을 벌리고 있다. 눈을 벌리고 있어요. 눈 진짜 커. 이거 될것 같은데. 이거 지금 감정을 못 잡아. 그래 나 뱅뱅 나.
freaked out actually.
쉬운 일이 절대 아냐.
Why does he look so happy?
이걸 기대한 건 아냐.
Come on, sing the song that.
하지만 현실은 툭하면 붉어져 한편의 드라마야. Este que tomarlo sin ningún apuro. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Que aquí me diga
Okay, come through multilingualness.
despacito. Quiero desnudarte a besos despacito. Verme las paredes de tu laberinto. Y hacer de tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
자 그럼 제이 씨의 1단계 차력쇼. 네, 맨손으로 빼빼로 협박.
With your bare hands. Beberos? What are those?
자, 기합 한번 딱 넣고 들어가세요. 촬영에는 우리 또 뒤에서 응원을 해줘야 될 것 같아. 다 같이 따이따이 한번 해줄까요?
하나 둘셋
맨손으로 협박.
Okay. Not off the floor. They took off your clothes. Don't do that. Y'all are in Korea. Don't do that.
이제 챙겨둔 삼각김밥을 한번 먹어봅시다.
우와. 형이 이걸 찍고 있어요?
잠깐만
그치?
먹방 해야 돼. 아 먹방? 오케이. 감사합니다.
What superpower do you wish you had?
Oh yeah.
Telekinesis.
Teleporting skill?
Teleportation.
Teleportation. Why? Why? Because you know you can travel around the world without a passport. But why?
That'd be nice.
But why? I like traveling. But why? Why do I like traveling? Because it's a very
That's that shit my
cool thing
sister
for
be
me.
doing. But why?
Why? Why?
Why?
Is it cool?
Why?
It's great.
Why?
Thank you.
Yes.
Leave me the fuck alone.
다들 눈물 잘 흘리네.
그래 날써 뱅뱅 너의 볼레
What is wrong with these people?
차라리 맞는 게 낫다. 차라리 그게 나아. 다 때려라. 세게 때려주면 안 돼요? 세게.
모든 게 아름다웠어. 우는 일들은 없었어.
Yeah, that was actually looking hard.
100% synchro. 100%. Wonderful.
100%. Period. Why do you put him say so hard?
No, that is it. How does it go?
My Chemical Romance.
Black Parade? Marching band?
Okay. Well, on to the next one. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself so far. Okay, we're continuing with getting to know day 6. So moving on to the third video, most iconic lines of day 6, all my days need to know. So I feel like this is going to be informational because I'm trying to be a my day, so I need to be up with all the day 6 slang. You know, okay. But anyway, so we have this one. This one's 8 minutes long, and then after this, we only have 2 more. So let's get into it. This one's loud.
What is in your bag?
What is in your bag?
Where's that? Do it again. Do it again. What is in your... Wow! You're delicious? I'm delicious!
I'm delicious. Is that what it's saying?
오렌지 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 오렌지
I've seen so many groups play this. I think it's so interesting.
오렌지 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 오케이 오렌지 오렌지 오렌지
Who's Brian?
Brian, this is Young K. Who is Brian?
Young K, I won't ever call you Brian if you don't want me to.
Oh, who's Brian? And this is Young K.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Wait, what did it say? The most iconic.
Get it.
Let's get it.
I don't wear my underwear. Why he get up though? Don't say he like to just feel free. Hey, that is his business. Is that what he said? Howdy, my name's Jay. Never got that. Never got that. I would love to see Jay rap more. Oh, I've seen this one. Ew. Yo, guys, I'm a patient person, but if somebody said that shit, I'd be like, so. Literally, probably the second or third thing you learn in math. Your times tables. And what do you start with? Ones, bitch. Ones. A number times 1 is just the number. Like, that would've gave me a headache.
It's dance dance.
No, it's dance dance.
No.
Sam, someone tell him it's dance
Dance,
dance.
dance.
Is it dance dance or dance dance? It's dance dance.
That's a dance. Oh shit, that's loud as fuck. Okay, let's keep on moving. A day in the day 6 office. And we've been getting to know day 6 for a minute now because it's now dark outside. And it's about dinner time, so I'm about to go eat. So I'm gonna round this up real quick, just do a quick little review. I could tell that I was gonna love day 6 as individuals and as people when I first really got into their music. I just feel like when you relate to a group's or an artist's music so much, it's kind of inevitable to relate to them as individuals, like to people, as relate to them as people, as individuals as well. So, and just after watching their interview with Zach Sang, I love watching his interviews with K-pop artists especially, but with artists in general, but especially with K-pop artists, because I feel like he always asks questions and like digs a little deeper, better than most generic interviewers. And I'm not going to name names because I'm not saying he's the only one. There are others out there who do really good interviews with artists and K-pop artists as well. But I just feel like he's a prime example of somebody that I just see often who knows how to ask questions that not everybody else is asking. Like, yeah, of course, you know, in the introductions and, you know, throughout the interview, at some point he asks questions like that are, you know, maybe considered generic, but that's not all the questions he asks. You know, he converses with them. Like, he asks a question, if they say something, then he asks like a follow-up question, like, oh, well, if that's the case, then da-da-da-da. It's not like these scripted, just, I'm only going to ask you these questions, I wrote these down, give me the answer. Like, and it's not the basic questions that everybody asks, you know, a K-pop idol. Are you single? Are you dating? Like, no, because if you knew anything, like even a little bit about K-pop, and I think that's what irritates me a little bit about when K-pop artists come to America and they do shows like, you know, the news shows or the basic, like, you know, entertainment or magazine interviews. It's just like you always get those questions, or even when like BTS or other groups like walk the red carpet, it's like always, are you single? Are you dating? What's your type of girl? Like, who's your dream girl? Who do you have a crush on? Da, da, da. And if you knew anything, like if they just did a little bit of research beforehand, I think that's what irritates me. Is like it just, you could tell like they haven't even tried to do any type of research. But I think that you should, especially when you're interviewing someone who is not American, therefore does not share the same norms, customs, and culture as you do. You want to get to know, like, okay, well, you know, what should I ask? What shouldn't I ask? Like, you shouldn't assume that everyone is just like you. And even if you are interviewing another American, you shouldn't just assume everyone wants to put their business out there like that. Like, but if you just even did like a little bit of interviewing, you would know, like, hey, they come from a pretty conservative country. And as K-pop idols, they don't date. Like, that's a pretty taboo thing for most companies, and for most groups and artists in K-pop. So it's like, even if they would just do that little bit of, even if they would just do that little bit of research, like, I feel like that would just change. Like, it just shows, like, you can tell, like, that they don't do this research or even try to, you know, give good interviews, or good detailed or informational interviews, because like this basic information that all of us as K-pop fans know, and then you're not really portraying a like much of a accurate depiction of K-pop either, because you're asking these basic generic questions that you would ask any other artist. And I think the thrill of K-pop and what's making K-pop so big and so popular, especially amongst younger people, is just getting to know them. And I think first of all, K-pop groups are so good at connecting to their audiences, and to their with their fans. But also, a big thing about K-pop and what makes it so interesting to us Westerners is like how much work that goes into it, how much, you know, when it comes to production, like their production value and their budgets for things are like so, you know, so much more expansive, and they just put in so much more effort in like the quality of wardrobe and visuals and choreography and vocals and rapping. Like, it's all just amazing. And then on top of that, to have so many groups like DAY6 who write their own lyrics and who produce their own music, I just think it's sad that they come all the way over here just to get asked so many basic ass questions. Now, with that being said, I just went off on hell of a tangent, but I was just saying that to say Zach Sang, to me, is just a great interviewer, because he just gets past all that BS, in my opinion. And I forgot really why I was saying all of this, but I think I was just saying I knew that I was going to like them from getting into their music and watching that Zach Sang interview, because from watching that interview I learned, you know, how much of a role they really do play in writing their music, especially, you know, Young K. And just to know that he wrote those lyrics and so many lyrics of their other songs, and it just seems so genuine, and so that really helps me to relate to them even more and relate to him even more, because he really hit the nail on the head with Zombie. Because Zombie, literally those lyrics were me like for 8 or 9 months of 2019, like the majority of 2019, that was me. And I did some really cool things at the beginning of 2019, but they didn't work out the way that I had planned. And so that caused me to go into, you know, this whole thing, but, you know, just feeling like a zombie, feeling like nothing was new, feeling like I'm doing everything over and over again, waking up just waiting for the sun to go back down, like, all that was me. So that's really what drew me into DAY6 and just made me want to get to know them as people so much more. I'm talking so fast, but yeah, I'm just excited to get to know them even further. Like, this was great. They seem like such cool people, like, honestly, like, but I'm definitely going to keep listening to their music, keep checking out their albums. I can't wait for them to release, you know, even more content, even more music. I'm ready for the next comeback already. yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me and checking it out. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave some comments. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how you feel about Day6. Let me know what else I should be checking out to become an even bigger stan, because I'm trying to get to like intermediate and then advanced stan. Right now I'm just at beginner, but I guess first I can start by listening to all their albums, because I've listened to a lot of them, but not all of them yet. But yeah, I just can't wait. Like, I really do love them so much. And this has been a quick journey into loving them, because I've only been listening to them for real for like, because of course I'd heard of them before, but I've only been listening to them for like two months now, 1.5, 2 months. So that says something. That's a really big compliment, I feel like. So, but anyway, it's pouring down outside. I'm hungry. My sister's hungry, so we're about to go eat and chill out. And I hope you guys stay safe. And thank you for joining me. See you in my next one. Peace.